This story begins by introducing an innocent boy who, despite being in the 10th grade, has fallen for a Bobby, a term used for a sister-in-law or a married woman. Now, he is not going to miss any opportunity to get close to her. So let's see, in today's story, what adventures this boy and this Bobby are about to embark on. The story begins with a family that has recently shifted to Germany. In this family, we see a well-mannered boy named Ronnie. However, Ronnie's family is not originally from this city, so he decides to go out and explore the market. But in reality, he doesn't go to the market just for shopping. Instead, he takes his red scooter and sets off to check out the local girls. While engaged in this activity, he suddenly reaches a beach. There, he notices a woman changing out of her wet clothes. Ronnie is completely mesmerized by her and starts wondering how he could get close to her. Soon, we find out that this woman's name is Rita. She also notices that Ronnie is staring at her in full admiration. Realizing this, she understands that Ronnie is ogling at her body. Before Ronnie can do anything, Rita deliberately removes her towel, exposing herself to him. Ronnie, caught off guard, becomes nervous and immediately runs away from there. Later, we see Ronnie returning home and spending time with his parents. However, one day, while he is in the market again, he spots Rita once more. He follows her to a hotel, gathers all his courage, and knocks on her door. When Rita opens the door, Ronnie panics and runs away. But just as he's about to leave, Rita stops him and invites him inside her room. At this point, Ronnie feels like he has hit the jackpot. Rita introduces herself, and Ronnie does the same. However, Rita quickly realizes that Ronnie is just a schoolboy and that he has never experienced intimacy before. She then takes his hand and places it on her body, making him feel her curves. This sensation ignites a fire within Ronnie, but before he can react, Rita takes things further by undressing him. Just when Ronnie is about to lose control, he hurriedly puts his clothes back on and runs away. The next morning, Ronnie cannot stop thinking about Rita. He decides that today he will make sure to be with her. In the afternoon, he rushes to the hotel again, but he only finds Rita's t-shirt there. Determined, he calls the hotel manager and obtains her phone number. He immediately dials it, but to his shock, the number belongs to Rita's husband. Realizing the mistake, Ronnie quickly disconnects the call. The following day, while sitting in class, Ronnie is completely distracted, thinking only about Rita. After class, he comes up with an idea. He calls Rita's husband again, and by deceiving him, manages to get the address of the place where Rita works. Wasting no time, Ronnie speeds off on his scooter and reaches her workplace. Rita instantly recognizes him and sarcastically remarks that she had already given him the perfect opportunity last time, but he failed to act. She questions why he is now chasing after her again. However, once again, Ronnie is unable to say anything, and Rita walks away. Sometime later, we see Rita carrying some groceries home when Ronnie approaches her, offering to help. He boldly tells her that he wants to be with her. However, Rita refuses to have any involvement with him. As Ronnie is about to leave, he suddenly meets with an accident. Seeing this, Rita rushes to help him and takes him to her home. While tending to his wounds, she unbuttons her shirt. This time, Ronnie does not hesitate. He starts touching her intimately, and finally, he experiences the pleasure he had been longing for. Rita also enjoys it. From this moment on, they continue their intimate encounters regularly. Ronnie spends all his time with Rita, and when he attends class, he just sleeps through it. One day, Ronnie is seen practicing the piano at home when his mother informs him that she is going out and asks him to take care of his younger sister. But Ronnie is in a hurry to meet Rita, so he quickly feeds his sister and leaves. Upon reaching Rita's place, he begins romancing her. However, suddenly, Rita's husband arrives home. In a panic, Rita quickly hands Ronnie his clothes and tells him to hide. Her husband enters the room, unaware of what just happened. To distract him, Rita seduces her husband and puts him to sleep. She then secretly helps Ronnie escape. After this incident, Ronnie feels heartbroken because Rita left him stranded in the heavy rain. That night, he goes home and sleeps angrily. The next morning, his younger sister tells their mother about Ronnie's affair with Bobby. Hearing this, his mother becomes suspicious and checks his room, where she finds several obscene pictures of Rita. She is shocked and unsure of how to handle her son's behavior. The following day, Ronnie's mother meets Rita and offers her money to stay away from her son. However, Rita refuses the money. Later, we see Rita arriving at Ronnie's school. When Ronnie sees her, he becomes angry. This time, Rita decides to end things completely. She tells Ronnie that she can no longer cheat on her husband and that she is going to remarry him. She even hands him her wedding invitation. This shatters Ronnie, making him even more upset. To make matters worse, he has an important exam the next morning, but when he doesn't return home, his father starts searching for him. Eventually, his father reaches Rita's house, where she is getting ready for her wedding. Upon hearing Ronnie's father's concern, Rita joins him in the search for Ronnie. They find Ronnie in a terrible state at a guest house. Rita pours water on him to wake him up. Once he regains consciousness, she takes him to school and lovingly explains that they cannot be together and that he must move on. This time, Ronnie finally understands her words. He accepts reality and proceeds to take his exam. In the end, Rita remarries her husband, and Ronnie moves forward in life. He starts enjoying his life again, realizing that many more girls are yet to come into his world. With this realization, the story comes to an end.